What's up, y'all? I see all the backlash that Steven Jackson is getting for his comments about Walt Clyde Frazier, the former two-time NBA champion with the New York Knickerbockers, and a lot of people are upset with Steven Jackson because they feel like he's disrespecting Clyde or Walt, nicknamed Clyde. They feel like he's talking about how Walt dresses and it has nothing to do with the game or nothing to do with sports, but Walt suggested that LeBron does not care about his team. He's not a team guy, basically, because he sat away from the team. Steven Jackson and Kenyon Martin made great points when they said that, well, Kenyon Martin in particular said that is where he usually sat. So no matter what was going on in the game, that was his seat. That was his permanent seat. And LeBron has been a guy that always sat at the end of the bench all the time. Also, he made the point that at that point in the game, LeBron James was no longer coming into the game. He was coming out. And we know he's on a minutes restriction. So it really was no point for him to come back to the huddle towards the huddle because that information was not for him to gather at that point. He was done for the night. He was gone. But you got other individuals that feel like, Stack being disrespectful. And this is my thing, right? If you feel like Stack is being disrespectful, Steven Jackson is being disrespectful, keep it consistent all across the board. Because when Stack was disrespecting or talking about the way Walt Frazier dressed when Walt was criticizing Kevin Durant, saying his championships don't mean much, you all were celebrating Captain Jack's comments. You all were celebrating Steven Jack's comments. Y'all were agreeing with him like, yeah, F Clyde. He ain't nobody, so what? These old dudes hating. Y'all was all in agreement with Steven Jackson when he called out Clyde and how he dressed and talked about him when he was throwing shots at Kevin Durant. But now, since the tables have turned and now Stack is defending LeBron James, y'all up in arms. Y'all so upset at Steven Jackson and y'all hating him. He getting on your nerves and he ain't real now when he was a real dude all other time before. When he called out Walt Frazier for his comments about Kevin Durant, he was nothing but a real one. He was a real dude. He was an underrated player. He was as solid as they come. But when he talked about Clyde Frazier now in defense of LeBron James, now he ain't a real one. Now he's just a LeBron apologist when he's been straight up and down the middle. He's been fair. He's criticized LeBron, and also he has come to LeBron's defense. When anybody comes to LeBron's defense, they're nothing but a LeBron apologist. They're a LeBron or a Bron sexual, which I think is the corniest term that's ever been invented or brought into sports, period. So if y'all feel like Captain Jack is being disrespectful, keep it consistent all across the board. Don't say he's disrespectful now. Don't call him disrespectful now. Don't call him clowned out now when he been had these same sentiments about Clyde Frazier before. He said the same thing when Clyde tried to get down. Or I keep calling him Clyde, Walt Clyde Frazier. When Walt tried to get out on KD, saying his championships don't matter, they don't count, they got an asterisk near them by those championships, Steven Jackson was clowning Walt about how he dressed then, and everybody was just an agreement saying, yeah, he a real one. Now when it's time for him to say something in defense of LeBron James, everybody gets so upset and up in arms. And see, now the whole media world is flipping up. Now everybody turning on LeBron James. It's cool to talk about LeBron. It's cool to throw shots at LeBron now because everybody hates him now. You ready for him to go. Now I'm going to need everybody to keep that same energy because when he leaves the game, I know everybody going to be all, you so great, LeBron. We going to miss you. You were great for the game and all that. But now they talking crazy about him. Keep that same energy. And mark my words, with LeBron out of the playoffs, with him out of the playoffs, watch these ratings dip. Watch these ratings dip in the NBA playoffs because he's still the face of the league. And don't tell me Golden State's still in it so they're going to win. Nah, the high Golden State's still in it because I heard people, one person I know in particular told me because Golden State is still up in the playoffs, because they're still there, the ratings going to be fine. They the reason the ratings going to drop. In particular, because everybody know it's a foregone conclusion. At least with LeBron, it was still interesting because you still had the spectacle of possibly the face of the league possibly playing the Golden State Warriors and trying to take down the Monstars. You had that spectacle of it. But watch it dip. But really, I really want to talk about just how people flip and how the sentiments change now because Stack is defending LeBron and not defending KD this time. Or defending LeBron now. And when he was defending KD, it was all love for Steven Jackson. It was all love. Now that he's defending LeBron, now he a LeBron apologist. He a Bron sexual. He ain't a real one. Make up your mind. Keep it consistent all across the board, y'all. Peace.